爸爸媽媽話你再唔出手嘅話，屋企啲嘢就會爛晒㗎啦。
I think that I'm a person who likes to learn a lot.
Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to the channel. Alright, now so here's a video of an arrest of a frauditor who has been poking the bear. And I mean poking the bear for the past few months, to the point that it was only a matter of time before she would get arrested. Well, let me say that after watching her arrest video, and as well as a live stream that I posted just a couple of days ago, my interpretation of this frauditor is that she's not playing with the full deck, as the majority of these frauditors, in my opinion, are not playing with a full deck. And these are the people that some citizens are looking at as freedom fighters, that they're fighting for their rights and so on, which in my opinion, they are also screwed up in the head and not playing with a full deck. But it is what it is. That's not activism, guys. In my opinion, that's not activism at all. Activism to me is that you believe in what the hell you're doing. You believe and you will take whatever comes your way, you're going to take it because you, again, I say you believe in what you're doing. But this chick here, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but again, here we have an admitted heroin user. In her live stream, she made comments that she was sexually abused by her father, her husband, and I'm gonna leave that out of the video, but I will say that it just the shit that came out of her mouth tells me she's screwed up in the head. And I hate to put it that way, but she's screwed up in the head and she needs professional help. And I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm not saying it to be an ass. I'm saying she really needs to communicate with somebody that can help her work through those problems. But apparently she's using frauditing as a way of I don't know, feeling important, feeling like she has a purpose in life. And again, I think the big reason she's doing this is a way of generating a living out of it. And that's where it's going to come back and bite her in the ass, because apparently, as we all know, to get the clicks and the views, you have to do stupid shit. Stupid shit that will get you clicks and views. And that's going to bite her in the ass. She sees Sean Paul Reyes, the Long Island frauded, as a mentor, as somebody that she wants to be like. And again, I say it's going to come back and bite her in the ass. She's not this is not for her, okay? And again, I've had many viewers tell me that they've made comments on her channel, on her videos, and given her advice. But hey, a frauditor who's looking to make this a living, make money out of it, and then they have subscribers that we all know. They also hate law enforcement. They hate everything about government. They want to live in a society with no police and do whatever they want to do. They're pretty much controlling her. They're pretty much giving her the advice that she wants to hear. And it's working, okay? But let's get into the video. I'm going to show you the arrest video, as well as a portion of the live stream that I uploaded a couple of days that I didn't include. And I'm only doing that because she deletes her live stream. And I want you guys to see another side of her that, again, she says one thing in her videos and then does another in the live stream. Let's get into the video.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Riot Grove Radio, and I'm at the Allentown Courthouse. Trust me, you don't want to see my face. I'm a mess. Here we go. Thank you. Nice blue line t-shirt on, dude. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Oh, it feels so good in here. I was so sweaty. From citizens to soldiers. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is it. Employee only entrance. Oh, I guess I have to come over here. DISCRETION.
You cannot record in this building.
Excuse me?
Are you recording?
Yes.
You cannot record in this building.
Oh, yes, I can.
No.
Okay, she's calling a supervisor. We didn't even get in yet. Woo, I'm sweating to death. It's so hot outside. You guys are lucky. You're just sitting in air conditioning. I'm not. Sweating to death. Well, it is a beautiful building. Hopefully we get to look at it. I drove a really long way to get here. Took me 45 minutes to get here.
All right, so let me pause the video here and take note to what came out of her mouth in reference to that. Hopefully they'll let her in, because it took her 45 minutes to get to this location. I could imagine fuel, time, and all this. So, you know, hopefully they'll let her in. But if you look at the big picture, it's her that's preventing her from going in, because all she has to do is turn off that cell phone and that's it. They have no issues with you. Come on in. And shit, she doesn't even have a legitimate reason to be there. So that 45-minute drive and the fuel wasted, that's on you, babe. But again, they like to blame others for their stupidity.
Hi.
Take your recorder outside, okay?
Why?
Because there's actually signs all over the place that you can't record in the government buildings here.
According to what law, ma'am?
I'll go find it for you.
That'd be great.
Sure, but you're going to step outside first, and then I'm going to find it for you.
No, I'm not going to step outside. I'm going to stay right here.
Well, then you're going to stop recording.
No, I won't. This is a constitutionally protected activity, ma'am. I just did Doylestown Courthouse, my dear. They didn't give me a problem at security.
I'm not your dear.
What's that?
I'm not your dear. I'm Lieutenant Bob.
Okay. Well, I guess you need to learn the law and remember that Constitution you swore an oath to. You know, I don't understand it. When do they lose it? They remember their oath when they get out of the academy, and they swear an oath to uphold the Constitution and our rights. So how many years does it take for them to stop caring? How many years did it take for them to forget the oath they swore to the Constitution? And they're trying to stop me from conducting a First Amendment activity. I'm covered by 5 different ways just in the First Amendment.
All right, so let me jump back in here real quick and comment, as she made this comment before in reference to constitutionally protected activity. I think a lot of these frauditors have said that same phrase, and I'm trying to say, we're in a Constitution, we're in a Bill of Rights. When did the Founding Fathers make it a point to say that video recording is a right? Is a right. Video recording wasn't even around in 1776. Now, again, as we all know, these frauditors like to twist the words around in the Constitution to work to their narrative. And no, the same way they get technical with signage and other BS that they play head games with, well, I'm trying to play that same head game with them. Where in the Bill of Rights or the Constitution did the Founding Fathers state that video recording is a right? You tell me, guys.
Oh, we'll watch this over here. Oh my gosh. Where are all these signs I keep hearing about that are posted nowhere? How to waiting around in a life of a cop. Got to waiting around. Oh, let's see if, oh, nope, they're employee. They walk right in. They could have a gun, they could have mace, they could have who knows what, but it's okay, just walk right in. You guys are awesome. Yep, I am right here recording, that's correct. Oh my God. This is how it works when you don't have a camera.
That's the normal way of entering a public location with that type of security. That's the proper way to do it. But
been for me.
you don't want to play by the rules. You want to do what you want to do. So
Maybe
hey, don't blame others for your screw up, babe.
Have you called your supervisor, ma'am? Are you not speaking to me, or? Yep, let's get it all. Okay, let's see what they decided and figured out between 5 cops.
All right, so I want you guys to pay attention to the next part of the video coming up, whereas the female officer is going to give her options. Either stop recording, or leave, or you're going to get arrested. And I ask you to pay attention because after this video, I'm going to show you the other video where she lies to her subscribers that the female officer, freaked out on her, that she intentionally got her arrested because she just didn't like the idea of being told that she works for the public. Which, again, I say, this female here, Frauditor here, straight up liar, bullshitter, and just like Schrodinger's cat said, to be a frauditor, you gotta lie.
Are you going to stop?
Pardon me?
Are you going to stop recording?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if you're not going to stop recording, you're going to be detained and you're going to be charged by the county detectives.
With what?
For recording in a courthouse in a government building.
I'm not in a courtroom.
We're not going to stand here and argue with you.
Ma'am, you're not even trying to have, I'm a human being,
It's
so
gonna
are
be
you.
one time.
You're a public
Turn it
servant, you
off.
work for us.
We asked you
We're,
multiple
the
times
public
to turn it off.
is the boss of you, you're not the
We've
boss
asked
of me.
you multiple times to turn it off.
Please
Your hands behind your back, ma'am.
We asked you multiple times.
All right, well, there you go. And I think we could all agree on that she brought that arrest upon herself. Multiple warnings from this female officer to stop recording. But as we all saw, she's got it in her head that she can go into these public locations and record wherever she wants to. And I've even had viewers tell me that they've given her some comment and advice that look up limited forum. Before you do this stupidity again, do some research, and limited forum will tell you that you can't play this stupidity in courthouses. But again, listening to another video that I watched this morning of hers, she's going to continue. She's going to continue to go to courthouses and push it, okay? And I think a problem there is that she's listening to her subscribers. Her subscribers are pretty much telling her that she can do it. She's allowed to. And that's where it's going to come back and bite her in her ass. She's so intent on making a living out of frauditing, and she's listening to the very people that she's depending on watching her videos, that she's going to continue to push and do the stupidity that eventually her name will be screwed up and in the system, and then she can forget about getting a decent, respectable job. But hey, she wants to be a lifetime frauditor, so she ain't looking for a decent job. Okay, this is it for her. And let me show you the live stream that she deleted. I showed you a little bit a couple of days ago. I'm going to show you a little more that I didn't upload. And for anybody who may want to watch the entire live stream that she deleted it, and let me tell you, that live stream that she deleted it, in my opinion, says a lot. It tells you, it comes out of her mouth I got a lot of info out of it. Okay, as I mentioned before, she includes that she was sexually abused by her father, her husband. She has some issues. Again, in my opinion, this is playing a part because now she's turning to frauditing as a way of having a meaning in life, let's say, a purpose. She may be going through some kind of, I don't know what they call it, a menopause or whatever, where she just doesn't know what she wants out of life anymore. And frauditing now, again, watching other frauditors do this, and she's got she's under the impression that they're making crazy money and the fame and all that. She wants the same. Okay, and hey, she's gonna learn the hard way that this frauditing shit, it ain't worth it. Let me show you the next video and we'll go from there.
And then my dumbass decided to do the Lehigh County Courthouse. See, I was just at Doylestown Courthouse, right? And the town clerk, Mike Reed, tried to get me charged with contempt of court because there was an administrative order with just a judge's heading on the top. I'll show you. And it meant nothing. It was unlawful. Law enforcement cannot enforce signs that are unlawful. They have to have a law attached for law enforcement to enforce them. So, I go into the courthouse. I don't even get past security, and all the cops and the security are telling me I can't do it, I can't film in there. And this female officer, which I've realized the worst officers, the most tyrants so far, has been a woman, definitely, because things were going kind of okay, but as soon as I told her that I'm her boss, that she's a public servant and gets paid with my tax dollars, we the people, our tax dollars, she freaked out.
All right, so as I mentioned in the other video, to pay attention to the female officer, giving her options to either stop recording or you will be detained. And as we saw, she didn't stop. But you heard what just came out of her mouth, making reference that after she told the female officer that she's a public employee and that she is her boss, she freaked out. Let me show you that small portion real quick here, and you tell me if this frauditor is not full of shit, exaggerating and lying to her subscribers. But again, I say, as Schrodinger's cat said, to be a frauditor, you gotta be a liar.
Are you going to stop?
Pardon me?
Are you going to stop recording?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so if you're not going to stop recording, you're going to be detained and you're going to be charged by the county detectives.
With what?
For recording in a courthouse in a government building.
I'm not in a courtroom.
We're not going to stand here and argue with you.
Ma'am, you're not even trying to have, I'm a human being,
It's
so
gonna
are
be
you.
one time.
You're a public
Turn it
servant, you
off.
work for us.
We asked you
We're,
multiple
the
times
public
to turn it off.
is the boss of you. You're not the
We've
boss
asked
of me.
you multiple times to turn it off.
Because things were going kind of okay, but as soon as I told her that I'm her boss, that she's a public servant and gets paid with my tax dollars, we the people, our tax dollars, she freaked out, the other cop. And so, I don't know. Today's been a really messed up day. And so my arrest happened. Blah, blah. Yay. Like, they're crazy. How can they illegally arrest me on camera? Like, why do they think this isn't going to play out? The bitch who did this is going to lose her qualified immunity. So is the officer that arrested me. He's going to lose his qualified immunity because you cannot violate any person, any citizen's civil rights. He also told me that he's going to see if the judge wants to hold me in contempt of court for violating an administrative law. Not a judge's order, not a law, not a statute, nothing. And it was done in like 2020 or something. And he told me the reason that it's done is because we had some crazy people come in here with cameras and they were trying to like see the jurors and they were trying to look in courtrooms. So we had the judge take care of this order right away. Like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? This is policy. It doesn't apply to us. It doesn't supersede the fucking Constitution. Why don't they know this? It's so frustrating. And I'm trying to let it roll off me. I'm trying to let go. I am. I'm trying to calm down and pull my shit together. But getting arrested is fucking crazy when you haven't broken a law. It's like, and then they searched me. They broke my Fourth Amendment right. They broke my First Amendment right. Free press, filming in public, challenging their authority, and then a peaceful protest if I choose to do so. These are all part of the First Amendment. These are my rights, and they broke every single one. I need legal help. Please, if you know any civil rights lawyers that could help me, please reach out and let me know. I'm gonna thank you, officer. Thank you so much for doing your fucking job and not violating my constitutional rights. Thank you, motherfucker.